What's going on, everybody? Tyler and Shawn here from Rendered Reality.
Dude,
And what,
forget
Shawn?
the intros. Forget the intros.
Come on,
We are finally allowed to talk about Population One. Like, we have been dying to
dude.
talk about this game for so long, and the time has come. We can talk about it. I mean, what do you think about this game? Seriously.
I mean, it's all I can think about. I'm sorry. Like, I've been holding my tongue on our Coffee and VR because
Yeah.
it is all I want to play, like at nights, man. And a lot of people, saw the trailers and stuff, and they look at it and think, oh, it's not that great. It's freaking unbelievable. Like, it is so much fun to play. Every time we finish a match, I want to get back into it.
Yeah,
And
it's a
we're going to go
blast.
over all of that. Like, we're going to cover what gameplay mechanics, guns,
Release
party
date,
system,
price.
friending up,
Yeah,
everything. Yeah, man.
everything.
We're going to hit it
Everything.
all here.
It is
Uh,
finally time. So
but
we've
yeah,
been playing this for a long, long time. And if you don't
yeah,
know us, we're big fans of first person shooter games. Big
yep.
fans. We play Contractors, Pavlov, Onward, all those games. Standout was a battle royale game of VR that we played for a long time. And this is it's just on another level. This game has been in production for a long time. We were in the real early betas, before, I believe it was before Quest even, we knew of the first
Right.
Quest was
Oh,
going to be a thing. So it's been a really long time. They've done a ton of awesome work, and we're finally allowed to talk about it. The release date is going to be October 22nd. Let's go ahead and throw that out there.
yep.
October 22nd is the release date. It's releasing on Steam. It's releasing on Oculus Rift Store and Oculus Quest Store, and it is going to have
And
cross-play with everything.
is it what, like $60 or something, right?
It's $120. No,
Right.
I'm
It
just
should
kidding.
be.
It's $29.99. Completely affordable game for what you get out of this, I
So
think.
good,
I
man.
mean, that's right where I think it should be. I think that's a great price. I think a lot of people are going to want to pick this game up. I know we did a video on this a long time ago. I think it was beginning of this year, just kind of talking about this game and hyping it up a little bit. And there's a lot of people that are really excited about this game, and they
Yep.
have been for a long time. It's just, I mean, to me, so battle royale games on the flat screen, a flat game is not my thing, right? It's not really my thing. But a battle
Yep.
royale in VR with a squad of people that you're working together, I don't know that there's much more fun to me. I mean, you
I
drop
know.
in, you're looting, you're scrambling to try to get some good stuff, and then
Trading
engage
guns.
people. Yeah,
Like when people go down, they lose their guns. You can like literally hand them your guns
yeah, you
then,
can
and they can
you
play
can
with them,
drop
which is
your
super cool.
guns for them. Yeah,
It's
it's
so good.
yeah. So this is eight. So the way this works is you have 18 players, six squads, and in those six squads is three people teams. So
Which is awesome.
yeah, so you can roll with your buddy, and also if you're playing with somebody and you realize that you want to keep playing with this person, you can give them a fist bump, and you will actually friend them, and they'll be on your friends list. You can invite them, or you can do it at the end of the game. There's an option on the screen there, and it's so
That works
good.
so well too. I mean, the fist bumping to friend up and stuff and to squad up, it's so good. It works well, and we find ourselves, because Sean and I always play together. It's always a two-man team, so we always get a random person to join in with us. If we play well with them and we like them, we're always teaming up with them. So you can always find somebody to play with, which is super cool.
Yeah.
And it's fast paced. It's match to match. When you die, you instantly go out to a lobby,
Well,
and
well, you can
lobbies
you
don't
can
take that
spectate.
long.
You can spectate.
You
Yeah.
can.
So
Sure,
you can
sure.
also do once you die, and so you can be revived too. So you have three people. If one person goes down, you can revive them. They revive with no guns and stuff, so they have to scramble to get
Which
them.
you're gonna see up here too,
Yeah, you'll
which is
see.
super
This
cool.
is
If
all
you
of our
keep watching.
gameplay, just kind of cut up, just random clips we threw up
Mhm.
here to kind of show what we do. Once all three teammates of your squad die, then you're done. You are done. As long as one person's alive, the other people can be revived and they can be brought back into the game. But once all three die, you can spectate. So you can go into a spectate mode where you can basically fly over and watch the game as it ends to see who wins, or you can just go ahead and exit out and go straight back to the lobby and enter into another game.
And it's pretty cool because when you do die, not saying that I ever have in this,
Right, right. We don't
but right, exactly. But you actually are kind of a ghost, and you can still half crawl, walk around, and try and get closer to the people who are on your team to revive you.
Right.
And it works really well. You can kind of see where people are, and you're trying to get to them, but you can't keep up because you're at a crawl pace. So it
Yeah.
does work well. It keeps your players close to you to try and revive you.
Yeah,
But
you're definitely
so
moving
much fun,
slower,
man.
but you can still climb. You can still fly off buildings when you're dead and you're trying to get a revive.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't, at this time at least, in the beta that we've played for a while, you can't bust through doors and windows when you're dead. So you actually have to find a route to climb through. And you can still walk and stuff, but you are moving slower. You're not moving as fast paced as you normally would. But it really adds to the game because there's just that stress level that happens. When you got a squad and your buddy goes down down and you're taking fire from all over the place, but you know you really want to bring this guy back to life because as a team of three, you're much more, you're better equipped to handle the situation than with two or with one person, but it's a stressful situation. So
if I'm rocking a sniper and Shawn sees somebody in the distance, he's like, dude, get that scope out, like pick him off. And it's such good teamwork. It's so fast paced with like switching weapons. And you'll see it pop up on here with Shawn playing as well, the inventory system. So you pull it up and you have, I think it's 4 starting inventory slots. And every time you pick up a backpack, you gain another inventory slot. And I'm pretty sure that maxes at 7 or 8 slots total.
Yeah,
I think it's 8.
Exactly. I think you can pick up a total of 3 backpacks, 3 extra backpacks, I think.
So probably 7 slots would be my guess. I think it's 4 and then 3.
I get so into it, I don't count.
I know.
To be honest. I'm just trying to grab what I can.
Me too.
I'm just trying to grab what I can grab.
The shield are the little blue canisters you pick up too, and you do max that out. And I find myself scavenging until I run across people.
Yeah, and even when you're in a firefight, I'm still scavenging because if I get shot and it takes my shield down, I instantly want to grab more shield if I can because it makes a big difference. So
But you start panicking, like you hear somebody coming or hear shots over here to your right. You're like, oh crap, man! Like we got to move. Like
This is definitely more of like an arcade style shooter, not comparing it to games like Onward and Contractors and stuff. Those are definitely more milsim, where this is like arcade. And it took me a little while to get used to this, the gun mechanics and the reloads and all that stuff. But now that I've played it for a while, it's second nature, and I just enjoy it so much. And we've played this on I think everything pretty much. We've played this on Quest, we've played this on Rift, we played this on Index. So and it plays great on everything. And honestly, there's not a real big difference from playing this on PC VR and playing it on Quest. I mean, it runs great on Quest. It looks almost the same on Quest. It looks really good.
I don't find any benefit playing one over the other. Except for maybe field of view. Going from a Quest to an Index? That is it.
A little bit.
And I actually prefer the controls on a Quest better, just because you don't have the as touchy Index controllers.
Yeah, because it's actual analog button instead of just grip. I do find myself sometimes gripping on accident when I'm not trying to grip on the Index. But one thing I love about this is that a lot of times in VR games, they put restrictions on us, what we can do. They want to make us feel comfortable. They don't want to get us motion sick. They don't want us to use our left hand, stuff like that. And this is not like that. I mean, there are some comfort settings. You can do snap turn or smooth turn. There is a vignette system.
For flying, especially.
I turn all of that off for me personally. But literally, I mean, you can climb as high as you can possibly climb and fly off for a long time, and it feels great.
Right.
So,
and here's Shawn actually reviving somebody, which is cool. You rub the paddles together, like the emergency room heart resuscitation paddles, and put them to their chest. Defibrillator, It's so. And then here's the backpacks. Yeah, you can see there.
And so when somebody dies, they drop their stuff, and you can loot their stuff when they die. And the revive system is actually another element that really adds to the stressful situation, because it's not like you just grab something and you go stick a needle in them. Like in some games, you get the needle, you stick them in there, they're good to go. It takes time to charge these things back up. And if you don't get them all the way charged, say you're charging and you're almost right there, and all of a sudden a guy's there and you got to switch to your gun, you got to start back over,
Well, just like the banana you just ate, you have to peel it. Here you go. You might see another one. I don't know if
I think I'm good right here. I'm just checking my inventory stuff.
But you actually have to peel it. So it's not like a quick grab it in your inventory and eat it. If you're in the heat of the battle, you need a second to get around a corner
it's got me killed.
To peel it. And if you miss one, you're nervous and like trying to do it again. It's like,
it's got me killed too. So the banana peels in 4 sections. The soda can, you just pop the top. That one's much quicker to take.
But the health regenerates slowly on the energy drink, soda can, whatever.
To be honest, I've never paid attention to how quick I just grab what I can and I go. And the climbing system, so sometimes when you play games where you can climb, it can be kind of iffy because you have to have your hand in that perfect spot to climb. This isn't like that. It's a very easy to climb. If your hand's a little too far into the wall, you're okay. If it's a little off, you're okay. It just feels natural. You can climb very easily, and you can actually also throw yourself up too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've never felt like it grabs something accidentally though either. Some games you can walk past something and actually grabs it. I've never had that happen in this either.
Yeah.
It only climbs when I want it to. You do have to put your gun away to climb with both hands though, because you obviously are holding your gun. But it's so easy because it's a quick tap of the A, and you instantly swap with your inventory of what you had out last. So if you want to climb, You climb up with both
Just hit
hands.
the
You
A
could be
button.
jumping up with the last hit A, and you've got your gun right
Yep.
at the ready.
And you can
It's so
also you
simple.
can climb with one hand and one hand with a gun because you
Yep.
can use
I
one
love
hand and
doing that.
kind of throw yourself up. And I actually just
Yep.
more recently started doing that. I used to always put my gun away and then
Oh,
bring it
really?
back out. And I mean, even dropping off things. Like say you're somewhere real high, you can drop off and just free fall, grab on again at a lower spot with a gun in your
Oh,
hand, and
yeah.
you're ready to go. And I mean,
Right.
it just feels it's just such a fluid mechanic of how all this works.
So you can see up here that the orange reddish smoke you see there is actually a supply drop, which
Right.
is super cool because it's kind of seen globally. You know, everybody in the map sees it come down. You can hear the plane fly over and stuff to drop it. And there's what usually towards the end there's gold guns in it, which is your highest, ranking gun. And you see most everybody go for it. We may use it as bait sometimes. Just throwing that out there. Not
Yeah.
trying to give out all our secrets. But it's so cool to see, to watch people try and go for it. And right here, picking them off with a sniper or something. That's my favorite
Yeah,
thing.
you know when there's a supply drop, people are going to
Yeah.
be going for that thing
What
because
that
they want
gun?
the good
Yep.
stuff. Yeah, and so
Sure.
I guess we didn't talk about it. The guns are ranked. So
Yes.
you have pistols, sniper rifles, assault rifles, SMGs,
Yep.
shotguns. And I think
Yep.
I got all the categories right.
Grenades.
Grenades. Yeah,
Right.
and the guns are ranked in a color and a star system. So I think
Yep.
4-star is the highest.
Yep.
Gold obviously is the best one. You have purple guns. You have I can't even remember
Yep.
now all the colors.
I
I
know.
usually always go for that. I think purple's 3 stars, gold is four
Blue.
stars. Yeah, so
Blue's
basically you want the
super.
purple and the gold. They're gonna do more
Yeah.
damage. They're gonna hurt the person more, than what a regular 1-star gun is gonna do. But they're
Yep.
they're all good. I mean, you can do good with any of them,
Oh, yeah.
and you kind of learn what guns are your favorite and what you like to use the more you
I,
play it, and you know what you want to go for.
and I know it looks a little more arcadish, but I love seeing the hit markers for how much damage
Yeah,
you're dealing every single time. So if I'm using an SMG and it's taking 17 every time, or a sniper's taking
60
90
or
or
something. Yeah,
75, whatever, yeah, level it is, it's really nice to know because you can learn what guns deal more damage for yourself. I mean,
right.
you have like a 3-burst CX or something, and an AK is going to fire more shots, but maybe less
Yeah,
damage. It's all
yeah,
play
I
style.
think the CX is a single shot. The AK, I know the like MK18 or the M4 style gun is a 3-round burst. So they all
Right.
operate a little bit differently. They all reload a little bit differently. You have a double barrel shotgun. You have a semi-automatic shotgun. Really, it's all just preference because I've played with all of them because sometimes you just don't have a choice. Sometimes you just have what you found and that's what you got to run, or you're out of ammo and you just got to scavenge something. Another
Yeah.
good thing to mention is that ammo seems to be infinite. I'm pretty sure you can pick up as much ammo as you want. I don't think you can
Right.
max out on the
No cap
ammo.
on it.
So
Yeah.
it's always good to get as much ammo as you can because, I mean, you use a lot of it and sometimes you're down to the wire and you run out and you're like, oh crap, and you're trying to find ammo. So I usually pick up all the ammo that I can find. And you can also, there's also a marker system in here. So you can
Yeah.
place a marker for where you see enemy combatants. You can place a marker for where you want your team to move. You
Yep.
can place your marker on inventory items too that are out.
Yep.
So if you're like Tyler, I know Tyler wants a sniper rifle. I can be like, boom, place a marker right on this sniper rifle. He can know exactly where to go get it and pick it up. And
That system works amazing. Even placing them works so quickly and so easily. You just kind of judge the distance with your, like, almost like a laser pointer,
yeah,
and pull the trigger and boom, it's done. Like, it's that easy. It works so good. And
yep.
you can see here scopes totally different per gun of what you pick up, and some of them are awesome. I love so the sniper. Let's see, which one is it? Which one has the blackout scope?
That's the
The
AWP, I think.
Is it the AWP?
Is that what it's
Oh, yeah,
called?
yeah, because you like the other one. So it literally blacks out your peripherals in it. At first, I thought it was like, I don't know, like it's taking me out of the game. After I got onto it, it's so good. It really is. Because you can just bring it up, and the second you clip that angle, it comes on. So you can just pull it back down a little bit, and it's off, right back up, and you're just scoped in on it. It's so nice. It
Yeah,
really,
that
really
one's not my
good.
favorite because I like to be able to
I
look
love
through a
it,
scope
dude.
and have my
I
peripheral
know, I
vision
know.
at the same
Yeah,
time. So
but
I'm
look,
getting used to that one. But
this isn't a sim shooter,
I
though.
know
I mean,
I'm
the
not a
reloads are quick. They're
yeah.
easy to do. You don't have to think about them. I mean,
Right.
it's just a quick
There's no
slam the clip, pull the mag, you're back in it.
right.
Like, It's
There's
just
no
action. It's
vest
action.
system.
It's action, nonstop,
It
fast
is.
paced.
It
Like it's
is.
so good.
Yeah, there's no vest system or anything like that to store your
Right, right, right.
ammo. Basically, like you can see right there, when your gun runs out of ammo, the clip kind of pops out, and all you have to do is you have to grab the clip, put it back in, and rack the bolt, however that is, or with a shotgun, a little bit different. But it works well, and it is, like you said, it's action. It's real quick. You can get back up and go real quick as long as you know what you're doing. And once you get that muscle memory down, a little bit of a pro tip here: if you want to reload your gun before it runs out, you can do that, and you basically on a thumbstick, you push down, you push in the thumbstick and lower it,
Yep.
and that'll pop the magazine out, and you can have a fresh magazine in when you're ready to go, even if it doesn't run all the way out. So
Yep.
it's good to know.
The cool thing I like talking to is people coming in, playing the alpha and the beta and seeing them come in as we've been playing it. Is a lot of people said, this really wasn't something that they would have played or liked,
Yeah.
and they absolutely love it. Like that's where I think that barrier is being crossed for this game, and what has mass appeal for this game is that people like it that aren't into shooters, and people do like it that are into like sim shooters. It's just a great all around game, and I don't mean to bring up Fortnite, but it obviously brings in players like that, that want to just bury themselves in a game. And I find myself, and just to go back, we've had play windows where we could play this. Every time it's over, I'm mad
Yeah.
because I want to
It's
keep
never
playing.
long
I want to
enough.
play more. I
Yeah.
want to play one more round. I want to get one more W. And it's like, I just want to keep playing. It's one of those games
Yep.
for me, man. I just can't draw myself out. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
typically the play sessions were around an hour, and that was never long enough.
Right.
We
Never.
always wanted to keep going. So another thing I guess we didn't talk about, you can see right there in the video that building material kind of looks like bricks in the background. If you pick that stuff up, you can place walls, ramps. You can build basically, and it's real easy. You can't build when you're holding a gun, so you have to put your gun away, and then you use your trigger finger to actually place the buildable material. So
right, you can't actually build any ramps. It's basically only lateral
90,
and horizontal, vertical walls in any direction, squares, however. But you can climb them. So
Yeah.
you really almost don't need ramps, I guess, in this. You could build a wall straight up 30 stories and jump off the top.
Yep.
And the best part of that is you literally get to fly by putting your arms out, which you can see right here.
Yep.
With Shawn doing, you literally hold your arms out. Whenever you put them down, you drop straight down. So you can really control where you're going.
Yeah.
Like here, we're headed to the cemetery. He can fly all the way over to the church, like right in the center of it, which
And
again, it's a great fun spot.
You actually learn the control of the flight really good. I mean, there's a lot of times where I fly off something and I fly straight into a window of a building. Right when I get there, I tuck my arms in, I crash through the window, and I'm grabbing stuff, as fast as I can. Yeah,
so
you really get really good at it. And it's just, I mean, I just have so much fun playing this game, and part of it is playing with friends. If you have friends that have this game, or you make friends in this game, that's part of the fun, is playing with a team, because I mean, unless you're incredibly good at this game, it's going to be very hard for you to win a game all on your own. Some people do it. I'm sure they do, but it really is important to play with a team and help each other out. And that's the name of the game. And it's so much fun. I think that's what makes the game so fun, is actually playing with a team like that. And
it really is.
The team.
And they even have it too, where like you earn skins by leveling up and hitting goals, like SMG kills and the amount of them, and
breaking
how you
glass,
do it.
breaking windows.
Yeah,
like you
exactly.
get, there's
achievements for
achievements,
stuff,
and goals that you want to hit, like you want to break 500 glass panels or whatever, and that
for skins, for character skins, even gun skins, character skins, all of it.
And you you level up. There's basically a level system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how high it goes. And you unlock characters, you unlock weapon skins, you unlock your character can look completely different, different outfits and all that kind of stuff. And all of that's going to be included. They're saying in that $30 price, that $29.99 price. So I don't know if there'll ever be anything down the road where it's a purchased add-on. I don't know for sure on that. It's hard to say, but for right now, they're saying that all the price includes a full progression system with character skins, gun skins that players can unlock through gameplay and challenges, like we were just talking about. So
yeah, I know it does. You can hear the wall. I can just see this wall behind you too, and I can hear it like in the back of my head. So you can tell when it's getting closer, making you nervous, like pushing you towards people. It is so good. I literally can't wait to play this with people too.
Yeah, it just pushes you towards the action. And the wall, obviously, most people that have played a battle royale game, the red wall, if it hits you, if you get behind the wall, it starts taking health away from you, and it happens. Sometimes you just want to loot something that's over there, or you're not paying attention. The wall does get you.
The amount of damage that it deals is actually about perfect, because you can run outside the wall for a little bit too, and actually get around some people that way, or kind
Yeah.
of hide out there if you have to, kind of like if you ever played other games like that. Same principle. I just really feel like people may look at this and go, well, it's not Fortnite. It doesn't have these graphics. It doesn't have this. It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Try it yourself. We say this about VR all the time on our show. You have to just try it. You really do.
Yeah. You really
Um,
do.
it, you do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
don't I don't know anybody that has played this. You know, we've talked to a lot of people that were in the
True.
beta
Right.
playing it with
That didn't
them.
like it.
Yeah, I haven't met anybody yet that didn't like it. And one of my buddies, Fluke, he's big in our
Right.
community and stuff. I was playing with him over this past weekend, and he was actually like, I haven't been playing a whole lot of VR lately, and he's like, this is probably the most time I've spent in VR in a while. We played in a play session that was an extended play session to really stress the servers and stuff, and he was loving it, and it was just so much fun, to just play with a friend like that in this game, and we just had a blast. I mean, it really is a fun game, and obviously we're big shooter fans anyway, so this is right up our alley. But he doesn't play as many shooter games like we do, and he loved it. So I
I'd
mean,
say you don't even have to be a shooter fan for this game, though, because you don't have to think about your reloads. You don't have to think about how you're holding the gun. I mean, you just click it and it snaps to your hand. And usually I would never like that in a game, but it's so action packed, it's so scavenging.
yeah,
I don't feel the need for those things. I'm more worried about where the people are, what guns I have, what else do I need, where are they coming from, where did I see somebody, my other teammates down. Like, there's so many other things I'm worried about
yeah.
that I don't even want them. I
Yeah,
don't.
right.
Which is
And we're gonna
crazy.
have a bunch of videos out of this game, some gameplay. We got a whole
Yep.
bunch of stuff planned for this. So watch some of that. I mean, we really get into it. I mean, we're stressed out. You hear us breathing heavy, like we're like, no,
Yep.
no, go over there. Over. I mean, it's
Yep.
intense. It really is, but it's just so much fun. I think that this is the kind of game that VR's needed for a little while, and especially with it being on the Quest, being on the Rift, on Steam, and all of it being crossplay. We know how important crossplay can be for a multiplayer game. I think this
Yep.
game has the potential to really blow up and be something big, and this is something where even the flat gamers are like, man, I got to get VR, because this game's only going to be in VR. They even
Yep.
say this game is only possible in VR. The way you climb and fly and the interactions is really only possible in VR. So, I mean, this is one of them games that are going to make them flat gamers a little jealous, I think.
Oh, absolutely it is. Oh, for sure. I don't know why this is again a headset selling game. It
Right.
really is. I mean, it's one of those staple games, and I always say, same thing. Coffee and VR. Halo was that for Xbox for me. This would be why I would buy a Quest 2 right here. Would be
Right.
to play this game. If I was getting into VR, there's no doubt in my mind this
Yep.
would be why.
And this is
It
a
is.
game that was supposed to come out a long time ago. Like this was,
Sure.
a lot of
Sure.
people were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, like is this even ever going to come out? What is going on with this?" And really, it was for the best that they waited as long as they did, because they really spent a lot of time honing in everything about this game. They got it. I think one of the things they wanted to do was they wanted to wait for the Quest launch to get this out on Quest.
Sure.
And I think that's a good thing, because one of the worst things that can happen to multiplayer games is they come out and the player base dies off, and then the game, you can't really play it anymore. There's no benefit in playing it anymore. There's nobody to play with. And I think they avoided that whole thing with waiting till, there's a much bigger player base now. Quest 2 is about to come out here pretty soon. I already know a ton of people that are just getting into VR because of Quest 2. And
Sure.
this is going to be even better on Quest 2 than it is on Quest 1, just because of the upgraded visuals and everything else. But
It still is beautiful on Quest,
it
man.
really is.
It's
It really is.
unbelievable,
Yeah,
though. I
it runs
cannot
very
believe
well.
that they're doing this almost zero, not zero latency, but I don't feel any latency, playing with
Yeah, I
Quest
don't
and
feel
playing
any
online.
disadvantage
I
being on a
don't.
Quest compared to being on
Nope.
PCVR. I don't notice it. I honestly notice a little bit of an advantage because you're just completely tetherless. You have
Sure.
a lot more free movement that you can move around, and it looks about the same really on both.
The only
It plays
thing I
good.
will recommend, make sure you have a backup battery
Yeah.
or a battery head strap or something,
Something.
because
Yeah.
I kill the battery
Yeah.
all the time playing this game.
Right. For
You
sure.
definitely need something.
Yeah, you really do. I mean,
Long play sessions.
I'm so excited for October 22nd
I
for
know.
everybody
I
to be
know.
able to play this. I know there's been a lot of, especially recently, they've let a lot more people into the beta test. So I know
Right.
even a lot of the people watching this have been in the beta test now and have
Yeah.
gotten to play this. So I know, if you have played this, leave your comments, what you think about the game, what your thoughts are about this game. And also, I'm curious to see what people's ideas are of things they would like to see added to this game. Right now, it is one map. So right now, there's currently one very large map, and we can actually show the map here. Let me
I
see.
was gonna say we should. Yeah, just throw it over it.
Yeah, just to kind of show
Right.
you the areas. You have the cemetery, outpost hill, observatory, armory, complex, ridgeline, cliffside, a whole farmland area. It's a very big map that you get to play the whole thing, and then it's going to push you into an area of who knows where. You don't know where you're going to end up. And so that's what the game is right now. It's one map. I'm sure they have plans for probably some other maps and some other things. Different modes maybe. I don't know,
The
but
best thing I think though is like playing this game for the first time. You start on this, let's call it ship, docking
yeah,
station pod deal, and you go and get in your individual pods, and you have what, half of the map, 9 people start on one, and you all run to these little pods. And you don't have to go off in them. You can jump right off this and jump right into
just
the map.
wingsuit it. You can wingsuit it
Yeah, which
anywhere
is
you want to go.
it's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. We enjoy doing that too. If not, your team of 3, you all end up going towards the same location, and you hit the launch button, and this thing shoots off into the air, and you fly out to it, and you can drop that at any time. But doing that, you get a really good feel of the map
Hmm.
and where you're headed and where you want to go, what paths you want to run, stuff like that. So it gives you a real sense of the size and the scale of the map
Yeah,
too. And I think it's a great size.
it is. Yeah.
You don't want a map where you're just exploring and never run into people. And I don't know what, we have probably 5 minutes of scavenging maybe if we really want to without running into somebody.
Yeah, if you want to. If you
Or you
want to
can
play it
push right
safe.
into somebody
Yeah.
in a second if you
Yeah,
want
some
to.
people like to push straight into where other people are
Yep,
going,
for
grab a
sure.
gun, and take them out right away.
Yep.
I mean, so many different play styles of what you can do, what you want to do. It plays very, very well. I mean, it really
and
does.
and height, there's so much you can see just by watching this, how many height variations there are. I mean, you can climb the windmills, you
You
can
can climb
climb the
anything.
center
Yeah,
tower if you want to, which will take you 5 minutes
it'll
and wear
take you
your
a
arms out
while.
because
Yeah.
we've done it a couple times. But
Yeah.
you can scale everything, so that dynamic, you're not just looking on the ground, you're looking on top of beams, on top of buildings, in trees. I mean, just everywhere.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
so
And
much freaking
everything
fun.
is it's never the same in the sense of where things spawn. So if you
Sure.
you realize this gun you really like is in this one spot and you try to go there the next time, it's not going to be there. Most
Mm-mm.
likely it's going to be a different gun, might be a different ranked gun.
Yep. It's all
So
random.
yeah, it's all random. There are some places that you learn in the game or in the map that maybe more
Have
regularly
more
give
guns.
better guns, yeah, or more
Sure.
more things, more health,
Sure.
more backpacks. There are areas that you learn to like. There's areas that you learn that you want to head for this area because that's your favorite area. If you can get there, and you're going to probably get a pretty good gun and some pretty
Yep.
good equipment. But yeah, I mean,
The,
it's
the only
just
nice thing is that, like, say you do have a shotgun spawn somewhere, you will at least get some shotgun ammo beside it.
yeah.
Or if there's a sniper, there's going to be sniper ammo
Unless
there
somebody already
close.
picked it up, that does happen
That's
too.
true.
Yeah,
That's very
and
true. Yep.
Windows, you can sometimes tell if somebody's already been in a location because of
You can hear them.
yeah, you can hear them, and
Dude,
also
when
the
I hear a
windows.
window break when
Yeah,
we're scavenging and
you're
I
like,
know
oh
it's not
crap! Like,
Sean
was
or
that
I'm
you?
like,
Was
oh
that you
man,
that
dude.
broke that window? It wasn't me. It
How many
wasn't me.
times
Like,
that
yeah,
happened?
somebody's here. We gotta
Yep.
move, and we
Well,
gotta see
I
what's going
know.
on. So
I
I mean,
know.
it's just I don't know. I think battle royale games in VR work very well, and so far this is the best one we've seen. I think we've played every battle royale game in
Oh yeah.
VR. Is that safe to say?
Probably.
I
Probably
mean,
close. If not, yeah.
probably. I mean, even
Right.
ones that never caught on at all. I think we've
Sure.
played all of them. We spent a lot of time in Standout. When Standout came out, we spent a lot of time. That was a fun game. We had a lot of fun in that. But this
Yep.
is just has a lot more level of polish.
I
A
was just
lot.
gonna say.
Yeah,
Yep.
the map layout is really good. The design is really good. Everything works well. I've never really had any, even in the beta. And obviously
Right.
the beta is there to test things. But I've never really had any major issues. I mean, there's been little things that they've fixed throughout the time, and the games just continue to get better and better and better. And I
Yep.
can't wait for the launch on October 22nd. And I think
I know.
$29.99 is just it's just such
I
a
know.
good price point.
The map references are so good. I mean, to look at the map quickly, let's see, what is it? Left trigger, I think, pulls up the map.
Yes.
You can see where your teammates are. You can see where the wall is. You can see how fast it's moving. All of
Yep,
it.
you can
So
see the
simple,
direction
so
you're
quick.
facing. Yeah, and
Yep.
and all the areas of the map have a name. So the more that you
Yep.
play it, you learn it. You can tell your squad mate like, hey, let's head to the cemetery. Hey, let's head to the farmland. And you just scavenge. You go crazy. You climb everything. And one thing I can say is if you do want to get somewhere quickly, it is always faster to fly there. So if you can
Sure it
climb
is.
up and you can fly off to try to get to a location, you're going to get there quicker than walking.
Except you're giving out your position
You
because
are.
I can spot somebody flying from a mile
And it
away
makes
usually.
sound.
So,
It makes sound
yep.
too when you fly,
Yep.
so you can hear them. Yeah.
Yep.
So I
Like a
mean,
wind
it's
noise.
it's
Yep.
all strategy and how you want to move and how you want to, take on the battlefield and the opponents. There's so many options for how you want to play this game. It's
Yeah,
really, it's awesome.
I know it is.
So
Yeah. Trying to think of party systems. We did go over that. Yeah, that's super simple as well. And if you don't have friends, it doesn't matter.
yeah, you can
Hop
make
in, it
friends real
instantly
easy.
pairs you up. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
I've made a
cool.
lot of friends in this game actually.
I
The
agree.
people that we've played with and people that we ended up playing with quite a few
Yep.
times because we would squad up with them, and the
Yeah,
next time we
Krabby
go in, we're
Turtle,
like,
man. We
hey, yeah,
play.
Krabby Turtle's
Yeah.
on. Let's hit him up. Let's play with
Right,
him.
for
So
sure. I know. Yeah,
yeah, it's a lot
it's
of
a good
fun.
time. I
Yeah.
know. Yep, it
So
is. I
I
know.
feel like we've had some releases lately that are kind of a little bit lackluster, and I don't like ever really talking bad about games, but I like to be honest of what I think about them.
Oh, we
And
have to be honest.
yeah,
Yeah,
and this is
yeah.
just one that I mean, me personally, I just have so much fun playing, and I really do look forward to hearing everybody else's thoughts that haven't got to play this yet. We've had questions so much about this game, and we've been under NDA for so long, that we couldn't really tell everybody exactly what we knew until now, and so
I
it's
mean,
just
just look at it, man. It's so
yeah,
good.
it's
I
been
know.
awesome. So
It's great. I know. And we just can't wait to play with you guys too, because you are gonna freaking love it. It's cheap. It's great. I don't, I really, we were trying to think of something bad before, but
yeah,
I think we've just had so much fun playing it. Every time we get done, I have like a great memory
yeah,
and I
me
want to
too.
get back in and play again. And I
Yep.
know those games that want to draw me back in are sticking around in my playlist.
Oh
Like
yeah.
they don't go anywhere. So
Yeah, I really think this is going to be a pretty big one in VR. I think once this is
yeah,
out and people start playing,
probably
it's
is.
and I've heard people say, I don't like battle royale games. I don't like
I
Fortnite
know.
games. I don't like those kind of games. Just play this. I don't like games where you can build stuff. Yeah, I've even heard that comment. Just
We
try it. You
don't
got to.
build though.
I
Like we
rarely
don't
build.
build.
Yeah, I usually
We
forget
never
about it
build.
unless I need
I
a
know.
quick cover. Like I'm getting shot and I got to reload or eat a banana or a soda. I pop up a couple
Sure.
walls real quick if I got nothing
Right.
else I can run behind. Yeah, and it's just you just got to try it really. If you don't think this is your kind of game, just give it a shot because I think this is gonna impress a lot of people. I think a lot of people are gonna have a ton of fun on this. One thing I guess I could say one complaint about this game is that I can't really use my gun stock in this game because of the way
Yeah.
the guns work, the way the guns reload. You're constantly running different guns. It's not really to me. It's
Sure.
not a game that's made for a gun stock.
No.
Something like
Right.
Contractors or and stuff like that. That
A true shooter.
yeah, you're like a
Yeah.
mill sim kind of a thing. This is
Yep.
this would be hard. Maybe somebody's gonna do it. Maybe somebody's gonna figure that out. But for me, I can't play this with a gun stock. It just doesn't work too well for me. But
I agree. Yeah, it's not really one that I would want it for. I change up too much of what I do in here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Yep. I
So
agree. Just changes it. Yeah, with grenades. Grenades throw easy.
yeah,
It's just an arch. It's just a trigger pull. You
yep.
put it the arch you want it, pull a trigger and send it.
Which
Like,
honestly, I didn't think I was gonna like because I like the feeling of throwing grenades. But
yeah,
every
right.
game is so picky because they're all different. So some games, you can throw that grenade and you can have good luck at throwing that all the time, and it lands where you want it
Sure.
to, and it doesn't stick to your hand. And other games, it's just really hard to get that grenade to go where you want. These, it's really simple. I mean, it really does
So
work
good.
good. You just pull the trigger, you see where the arch is gonna go, you figure out if that's where you want it to land, and you let it go, and it works good. Yeah,
And
I
then
mean,
pick up another gun because I have a free inventory slot. Like
yeah,
all
yeah.
these things just keep clicking in my head, like of what how
Yeah.
we play and stuff.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean
oh,
it's definitely fast paced and just
yeah,
action packed. I mean it really is.
yep.
Other than
And
the,
it's
the
not
very
like
beginning
right
when you're
there.
scavenging, if you don't want to get into action, that's the only time. But even that
Like
feels
you're
action packed because I'm looking for things.
Well, yeah, it's oh yeah, your
Yeah,
brain's going 100 mile an hour. Like, do I want to drop this shotgun for this AK because even though it's
yeah,
higher? It's like
yeah.
I know,
It's so
and
many
you can see
decisions.
all that in your inventory too. Your star
Yeah,
system,
yep,
the ammos on the back of the guns. I'm trying to think of like little things. What you have left in your clip on the back of every gun, which you're probably not seeing much of it here. It might be clipped
yeah. It
out.
might be clipped out.
Um, yeah,
You
I
can
don't know,
climb
man.
so fast. I mean, some people are really fast at
Yeah,
climbing. If the people that
yep,
throw themselves up real hard and stuff, and be
that's
careful
what I
because
like.
don't break your controllers. We know that's happened
So,
before,
I know,
and other
I know.
games. But yeah, it's a great game. I mean, it really is. I don't know what else we can really say about it at this time, but I mean, we're going to be playing this a lot. We look forward to playing this with everybody. It's going to be something that people are going to be talking about for a little while, as are we. We're going to be talking about this game for a little while and
Yep,
having
this is
fun
going
with
to be
it.
the holiday game, man.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yep. This could
When
be
I
a
have
quest
time off,
seller.
when I have some real time off for myself, I will play hours of this
Hmm.
probably.
Yep.
Marathon it.
Yep. And plus, you rank yourself up. So everybody wants to get
Right?
that higher
True.
rank. They want to unlock all the skins for the guns, the
True.
characters, and all that stuff. So it's just that in itself is something that keeps bringing you back for
Yep.
more, and just honing in on your skills.
And they
And
do have, a basic tutorial to teach you all the stuff in the
yeah,
beginning. So if you're afraid of just jumping in, don't be because that's easy.
yeah, it's going to teach you
And
everything you need to know.
they do have like a training with some bots and stuff. So then if you want to jump into even that and try some guns out and stuff,
Yep.
before you even jump online. You're
Yeah.
free to do that as
Yep.
well.
So you
So
can like you said, you can play the
yep,
whole map with bots instead before going online. If you're a little worried about going straight into the multiplayer, feel free to jump in there, shoot some
yep.
bots, get
It's
honing
like
on
a
your skills.
timed.
Yeah,
It's like a
test
5 minute, I
things.
think, or something like
Yeah,
that.
figure out what guns you like. Learn the map a little bit. It does help. So
Yep.
yeah,
I know.
it's so
Yep.
fun.
Trying to think if there's anything else I had.
Yeah.
Looking all of my things. Map design. Map's great. I love the map, man. It's good stuff. It's just so diverse.
Yeah, it
It
is.
really
So many
is.
different
From
environments,
warehouses to
things to.
the apartment buildings that we go into to the windmill, the down plane, the uh,
Yeah.
farms. Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
got
good.
pretty much everything. So,
Yep.
yeah, make sure you check out our other videos. We're going to have a couple of these videos come out, now that we're able to. We had a couple things ready. And make sure you watch, if this is your first time, we do a Coffee and VR podcast YouTube
Yeah.
show every
Dive into
Saturday
this.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, every Saturday
Yeah.
morning where we really get into a lot of games. It's a live show, so the chat is there and stuff. We really have a good time doing that. So feel free to join us on there. I'm sure we'll be talking about this game on our next Coffee and VR show. For sure, especially once it comes out on the 22nd after that. So, yeah.
I just really want to hear everyone else's reaction to it. Please let us know in the comments. Like
Yeah.
Shawn said, we really just want to know what you guys think of it as well.
Yeah. Are you picking this up? Are you going to be playing this or what? I mean, let us know. If you're not, what are your reasons? Because I might try to talk you out of it and convince you that you should play. So
it's one of those I wish there could be like a 1 minute demo for people just to get in to see it. Like
yep.
the colors, the everything about it, the art style, it's gorgeous in there.
Yeah.
And on Quest, like you go into this and see the billboards and everything. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's truly impressive on Quest. It really is, as well as PC VR. It's a great all around. We have had questions about PSVR. No plans as far as PSVR that I know right now. I don't know that they have any plans for that. I have never heard anything about them talking about bringing it to PSVR. So we'll have to wait and see for that. But yeah, I mean, absolutely great game. Seriously, cannot wait to see what everybody thinks about it. Let us know in the comments if you're excited. Let us know in the comments if you've played the beta, because now you're allowed to talk about it, because everybody in the beta has been under NDA, and none of us have really been able to talk about it for a long, long time. So now's the time. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you think.
Yep. Yeah, other than that, I guess we'll see you guys in Pop 1, right?
Yeah, for sure. We'll see you in Pop 1, or we'll see you on the Coffee and VR show.
Yeah, exactly. Good point.
Yep.
All right. We're out of here, guys.
Yeah, seriously. Thanks so much, and we will see y'all later.
Yep. See you.